Hi guys, it's Jimmy. Thought I'd get my head out there on the YouTube channel and tell you what I've been up to. As you saw in the previous videos, I bought myself a brand new 07 FJR 1300A. This bad boy. Why did I buy it? Well, my other one, which we'll talk about later, has done 181,000 Ks. Now, this one came up really cheap for sale, so I figured I might as well go and buy it. It only had 36,000 on when I bought it, and as you saw in the previous videos, that it was in horrific shape. It hadn't been driven or ridden for, what, 8 years now. It had a few things wrong with it, but we'll get into that anyway. So I figured, well, why not buy the one that's got 40,000 Ks. Mine has 181,000, the silver one behind us there, which you'll probably see in a moment. I've got a lot of touring to do this year. I'm planning to do at least 40,000 Ks all over Australia this year. And the wife did suggest to me, she said to me, the other one's pretty cheap, you know all about it, why don't you buy it and retire the other one. Well, I was in both two worlds if I should do that, if I shouldn't do that. Yeah, well, I'm not going to retire the 181,000 K one, I'm going to keep it going. I'm not going to take parts off it either. Oh, you can use it for parts, etc., etc., but I'm not going to. Okay, let's get started. It's an 07 FJR 1300A. It only had 36,000 Ks on it because the person who rode it till 2013, then he ended up dying. I got it from his wife from a place in South Australia. Now, both bikes are totally identical. Absolutely, totally identical. As you saw the video before, I had the tank off. Had the seats off it, and I was starting to pull the whole bike down to give it a really good inspection. What I found was, which I'm very, very upset, I lost all the footage. All the footage. I didn't know what happened to it. I tried to get it. I didn't know what was going on. I did bits and pieces as we went along. Okay. The other video you saw that the back seat, front seat was off and a few other things. Under the tank, I found a mouse nest. Now, the mice weren't there. There was all seeds and other bits and pieces and mouse crap. When I took the tank off, it stunk like mouse piss. It was horrific, absolutely horrific. Then I thought to myself, what's under all these fairings? Good Lord Almighty, who knows? Took the fairings off. Spider webs, more than you can poke a stick out. Mouse droppings, seeds, straw, etc., etc. under there. Totally believable. I went over, I took the side panels off. The air filter was okay. The bike had been serviced before, just before he parked it. Okay, but when I took off the side here, where the ABS is, a massive Huntsman jumped out at me. Unbelievable. And I lost all the footage. Full of spider webs. More spider webs you can poke a bloody stick at. Now, I realised that all this corrosion and other bits and pieces on there, it's probably from all the mouse piss. Look, if you can look down in there, you can see it's all rusty and that where the tank's mounted. I believe it was all because of mouse piss. Now, the bike's in unmarked condition, hardly any scratches on it, etc., etc. It's running Road 5 Michelins, the old Road 5 Michelins. I think he placed them on there before he died. On his first service at 30. I think he first serviced it at 30. She couldn't find books or anything. She serviced it on 30,000 Ks. So I picked it up on 36,000. And they're running they're running Michelin Road 5s. Okay, I didn't change them whatsoever. Got my shoeroos there just in case. I've transferred things over there. It's got handlebar risers. It's got mirror risers on it, which is really nice. The windscreen's a stock windscreen on it. I'm going to run with the stock windscreen because I'm going to run out to Cairns in the next 2 weeks. I'm leaving and I'm going to do a run from Melbourne to Cairns with it. And I know what the weather's like up there. It's absolutely horrific. And your old Jivy windscreen covers a lot more of your body, so you get less wind hitting you. But, you know, I'd rather have some wind up there because of the heat factor. Anyway, risers for here. He's also put, he's got some accessories on it. He's also put a new, more USB ports in there. It's got its standard USB ports as usual. Also, we're running heated grips. Now, I don't use heated grips. The reason why I don't like using, it's not that I don't like it, but I've got my heated gloves, my Ixon heated gloves. You know, they do the job for me. But anyway, now we've got heated grips with it. So I'll still use my heated gloves. But, you know, wait till winter comes along. Now, you can see corrosion. I think it's been in a flood or something. She's been sitting for so long, this bike. For so long. I was really worried about the wiring. But when I got the fairings off it and everything and checked it all out, changed all fluids, blah, blah, blah. Took the brakes off, cleaned the calipers. The calipers are a little bit sticky, actually. So I cleaned out its calipers and everything. And she's running really, really well. Now, I did do a run to Albury and back, which is 850 k's, to see how she was going to go, and she ran really well. Back to Old Faithful, back to the War Machine. My original FJR 1300A with 180,000 kilometres on it. How do they ride between each other? Well, that's a lot more smoother gear changes, a lot more, you know, listen, it's only done 40,000 k's, this baby's done 181. A lot of the bearings in the gearbox and that, it doesn't whine, doesn't make noise, this one, but it just feels better, and the motor sounds a little bit more better. And I do admit that the blue one has a hell of a lot more toe in it than the grey one, or mercury silver one. Yeah. I've got the same setup with everything on the front. I put my GoPro there. I've put it over onto the other side, don't know why. Just fitted better there. The Jivy windscreen I'm going to leave on this one now, and I'm going to wait till winter to change things over. I'm going to run with this. I'm going to run with the stock windscreen. I want to see what it's going to be like. I need more airflow. It's going to be bloody hot up there, and it's in the middle of summer here. Well, first week of February, second week of February, I'm leaving. And this one's been in the wars, mate. You know, the bike's gone down and we had a busted mirror on it, and, you know, one of the fairings disappeared on the freeway at a spirited speed in Adelaide somewhere. Got torn off it. But, hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to hang on to her. People say to me, why don't you go and sell it? Well, what are you going to give me for it? Seriously, what are you going to give me for this bike? This bike can cross the country again, not a promo. Reliability, not a problem at all. And what am I going to get for it? I'm going to ask 5.5 for it. Someone's going, oh, I can only give you 700 because it's got 180,000 Ks, mate. Yeah, sure, I'm giving you this bike for $700. So you can cross the country with it and come back for $500. Not in a million years. Plus, it's all fully serviced up. Okay, it's only done 3,000 Ks since last service. All right, your tyres have only done 3,000 Ks, and they're GT6s. Okay, so I'm going to hand the bike over to you with practically brand new Road 6s on it, where I could easily just go click, click, take that off there and put them on that bike. All right, I could easily do that, so I'm not going to bother. Plus, it's got a new clutch. The clutch went in about 8,000 Ks ago, so she's got a new clutch, fully serviced, ready to go. And it's 7,000 Ks before its next service. And it only needs a couple of things for a roadworthy. I just need a mirror and maybe a side fairing, and the bike is ready to go. The only thing that I'm kind of not very happy about is I love my Venturi rack. Okay, it's been really good, and I can carry an 8-litre bag on this thing. The RJ Adventure, which you've seen in the previous videos, can take 8 litres, 80 litres. All right, well, this is only a 46-litre one. So, you know, I do carry things with me because the wife flies up and sees me, and, you know, and I need capacity. So what I'm going to do is I've got a 40-litre bag to go in there, and then I've got my Krager 30-litre bag to go on the back. And I have my 30-litre tank bag. So I've raised up its capacity to the same carrying ability as my silver bike or Mercury Grey, whichever one you want to call it. Got a blue panniers for it. Got panniers over there for her. It's got a, a thing on the, to make it sit better when you lay it down. Done. Heated grips are really good. I never really like the heated grips because I find them very thick, and they're not as, I like sports grips because they're a bit slippery. With these grips, it's kind of a sports bike grip. You can't, your hand doesn't slip off as much. I was going to cut them off, and then I thought to myself, listen, why waste a factory item? So hang on to them, Jimbo. Don't get rid of them. All right, let's have a look at the bad girl here. I'm going to start them up, let them here. Where are we here? She's nearly out of fuel. Where are we? There we go. Well, nearly 181,000. But otherwise, pretty good. See if she starts. Oop. She's nearly out of fuel, actually. I shouldn't really do this. She's out of fuel. She is out of fuel. Oh, she's going. She is going. Let's start this one up. So there we got them. Both started up. No problems with this old bus now. The silver one, I've got the indicators all sorted out with. It was a flasher unit. And yeah, that's about it, guys. There they both are. There's my 06 model with 180, well over 180,000, nearly 181 on it. Few scars here and there, but hey, this thing's been around Australia who knows how many times. And there's the blue one, my new pride and joy. $40,000 Ks. The original shock absorber, well, why change the shock yet on it? We've still got the original one in there. We've got the Yas shock absorber in there, which did its job and a half. Excellent job. See if you can hear this exhaust on the one with 40,000. Now this one's done 180,000, 181. And job done. Sounds good. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to Cairns. Well, we're thinking about Cairns, but it is the rainy season. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Sydney, Port Macquarie. From Port Macquarie, I'll go to the Gold Coast. And then when I'm made into the Gold Coast, I'll make a decision which way I'm headed. I'm going to run from the weather. But I'm in for a lot of rain. I want to see how she's going to run in the rain. I reckon she'll run pretty good. The only thing is that I have 6,000 or 7,000 Ks left on these M5, these Road 5s. And I have run with Road 5s before. They're the older tyre. They're pretty good. I can't complain about them. Not as good as the GT6s, and they're practically new, mate. Yeah, $750 I got offered for it. Ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Hey, listen, if it did come up for sale, the way it is now, I would let it go for $4,000 because I know the quality of the bike. And I've been working on this bike since day dot. Plus, it's got a brand new clutch in it. So, your rocks in your head, you're going to dump it for $750, $1,500. No way in a million years. All right, guys, that's about it. They're my two FJRs. You never know. Look, the soft bag, you've got to cover it in the rain. Over here, you don't have to cover up anything in the rain. All you've got to do with that other bike is cover up your tank bag in the rain. You know, you just pull over, put the plastic over the tank bag, and away you go again. Here, you've got to get out, get the rain cover out, cover it all over, put some ties down and make sure there's a fly around everywhere in the rain. But otherwise, yeah. Fork seals have been done on this one. This one's ready to go. I could jump on this in 2 weeks' time on the Monday morning and head for Queensland. And I guarantee this thing will make it. Not a problem in the world. Okay? Not a problem in the world. Guarantee it. She'll make it there and back. Not a problem in the world. Okay? Battery's a little bit, down, but hey, bike has been ridden in 2 months. And actually, I hadn't started it. I started it about a week ago when I finished off the indicators. And what was wrong with the indicators? All the earths. The problem with these FJRs, these Yamahas, I think, are the earths get corrupted and dirty. No problems yet with the blue one. But it's a nice colour. It's a metallic colour that changes to purple. You probably can't see that, but you'll get to see it on the road. It changes to a purple colour. All right, guys, not going to bore you anymore. I'm going to let it go. We'll see you on the road. I'm going to put out some videos now in concession, what the bike looked like before I lost the footage. I'm so upset about losing that footage. I'm so upset. You should have seen it when I took this tank off, mate. I nearly fell over backwards. The tank hadn't come off. Who knows? They didn't even change the plugs. That tank was on there. Even when they did their second service on it at 30,000 Ks, the tank was still on it. It was something to believe under there, and inside it's ABS and it's airbox. But lost the footage, which I'm very, very upset about, and I bet you a lot of people would have loved to have seen it. All right, guys, Jimmy signing out, and we're going to see you on the road. We'll do a little bit of a video and see how she's going to run on the way to the Gold Coast and beyond. Cheers.